Welcome to the Raw Quiz Show, where futility is met with an optimistic smile and 10 sword points. Tonight, I am joined by Tim Robbins, Rachel Wall, Gail Dyer, and Jack Cornwall.
Is everybody else's brackets busted?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're in the middle of March Madness, and yeah, brackets are falling apart as we speak. Before we get into the body of the episode proper, I want to address a comment question I made in the previous episode, which was a pointless debate subject of Star Wars versus the MCU. We had only one submission on that subject, so I've got to give it to Jack, who said that Star Wars was better because, and I'm quoting here, Ahsoka Tano. Which, even without all that, even if there was competition, that's a pretty good argument.
It is.
I mean,
Fair.
it kind of is. I mean, I don't need to really explain it.
Right. So Jack gains 10 points off of that. Now let's get into the meat of our episode proper. Tonight,
Do we have the meme one too?
Oh yeah, what about the meme?
That was inserted into last episode.
Oh, okay. Right.
So
right.
yeah, because we record two of these at a time. So our first question proper of the night is a random category question for 10 normal points. We are going to play The Price is Right.
No Google on this.
Yes, no hands up, no Google. This is a very simple game. I'm going to show you guys, describe, and name an item on Amazon, and you guys have to guess what this is retailing for on Amazon. These are Price is Right rules, so it's the closest person without going over the total value of the product. So tonight's product, a very special product, is and I'm going to say the exact name here, Captain America replica shield from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I'm going to show you guys real quick what that looks like.
Are we allowed to ask questions about it?
Yes.
Is it made out of metal?
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
it
that
full
was
size?
actually my question.
What is the size, diameter?
Is it the full replica size?
I don't know about the diameter, but it is a full replica. Like it
Okay.
is
Okay.
accurate.
Steel or aluminum?
I don't know if it'll say.
I don't know that, but if you give me a second, I might have an answer to that.
Let's say you could probably figure it out based on the weight.
Yeah, I doubt they're making full steel replicas. If
Yeah.
they're calling it a replica.
I mean, you don't want a 50-pound shield having to hang on your wall.
Yeah, I mean, you're not Captain America.
I'm gonna make
So.
sure I have.
Speak for yourself.
True story.
What if you want to use it for LARPing
Yeah, it needs to be.
and want it to be as
carried.
accurate as possible?
It is listed as iron and steel.
Ooh.
Dang. It's a heavy
Okay.
sucker,
That's a heavy
probably.
thing.
Well, dang.
I don't see the weight on here, but I imagine it's pretty heavy.
What's the shipping cost? Well, it's Prime,
Yeah.
probably.
Free with Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your delivery driver's just gonna throw his back out.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. I always assume it's a Prime member.
Hey, how many customer reviews are there? Because
No,
I'll
Rachel.
tell you how many people
No.
actually
No.
bought it.
We
Too
don't
much
get to-
information.
we don't get all that. Not in this category.
All right, so we'll do, let's see, what would be the best order here? We'll do reverse scoreboard order. Rachel.
$224.
Rachel has 224. Byron would be next, but since he's not here, I'm playing him, which means he doesn't get a shot. Tim.
145.
$145. Jack.
So what is it? 224 and 145 right now?
Yep.
I mean, I kind of like Tim, so I'm gonna say 225.
That was Rachel's. That was 224.
Oh, I know. That's why I was gonna give Tim the gap, and I'm just gonna
Oh,
cancel
okay.
out Rachel's bid with the 225.
Gail, what do you think this thing retails for?
146.
$146. All right. We have a winner. And that winner for 10 normal points is Tim. The actual retail value for this replica is $84.32.
That's it?
Wait, I
That's
thought you
it.
couldn't go over.
Yeah, we all went over.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good point. So I guess Byron gets the points.
No, fuck.
Okay,
Wait, how'd that
no.
work?
That's not even fair.
When did I start caring about fair?
Ah,
Byron's
to
gaining
Byron
points
while
and
he's
he's
not
not
here.
even here.
Okay, everyone, we attack Byron tonight.
Oh,
Well,
well,
that
that was already a given, Rachel.
That's a given, anyhow. Whether
And I say
Byron...
we on the off chance I actually get any questions right.
Well, here's an opportunity for you. It's a science question for 10 normal points. How many of Mars would it take to reach the moon?
Whoa. Okay.
Tim,
Tim, what do you got?
56.7.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
That's good.
guys, I want to tell you what Google just did to me. I need to make my moon fact sheet, but I said, how far is it to reach the moon? And it said your location. I'm not even kidding.
nice.
Like, it's
Nice.
opening GPS. Hey, 13 minutes.
Hey!
I told you
I
our
think-
car was fast.
No. Yeah, no kidding.
Man.
The Apollo 11 rocket couldn't do that.
I'm just impressed that they did Google Maps to the moon.
I
mean,
know.
I know.
Yeah, what's
Had to,
the
like,
directions?
Drive the camera
No.
car up there.
If you do, I think it does the same thing. If you do directions from like Raleigh to like London, England, it'll give you like swimming time. Like,
Nice.
I've seen some where they give you like get a kayak and
There's an XKCD comic about that. I'll send you guys later.
also
Our next question is a history question for 10 sword points. Now known as New York, what was the original name of the city?
Jack,
Gail.
Tim,
Jack, that was freaking fast.
New Amsterdam.
That is correct for 10 sword points. Jack, you can hit
Thank you, they
Byron
might
or
be giant.
It's
Tim.
Byron. It's Byron.
I thought as much.
apparently we all did well in history during elementary school.
No,
What?
apparently we all listened to They Might Be Giant.
Or you watched Gangs of New York.
Okay,
I-
maybe I'm the only one who paid attention during his
Okay.
They might be
class.
giants though, Gail. That
I-
is a great reference.
I'm like, that's how I'm like, even old New York was once New Amsterdam.
I love that you all had different resources for that answer.
And
Like-
knowing it straight off the bat.
Have you? So full off of this, Gail. Have you watched Umbrella Academy?
It's on my list, but I haven't yet.
In the second episode of the first season, there is a fight scene that is played to that song
Nice.
to Constantinople. And I
Yeah.
have two
And what?
I have two friends from college that are producers and on that show. And I literally
nice.
texted him and I was like, dude, this is the greatest song in the world. And I don't know why this works, but it does.
That's
Is
awesome.
that the diner scene?
Yes, the diner scene.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those things that, like, weirdly enough, I knew the fact before I knew the song.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was like, which is the reverse of everyone else. I was a bit of a history dork though, so
I'm not.
I just have a plethora of useless knowledge in my brain.
It's okay. Ryan, I feel you, man.
Our next question, a culture question for 10 normal points. What character is considered to be the first British superhero?
Tim,
Tim,
Captain Britain.
Jack.
no.
Gail.
Nice shot in the dark,
Rachel.
though. Jack, I heard you first.
Marvel Man?
Yes, also known as Miracle Man.
Oh
I
man,
haven't heard of
Yeah.
Marvel Man before.
Me neither.
He had never heard of him.
in Marvel,
That's-
but she's
That's
Look,
what that's
It's
what Google's for. There is Captain Britain on here, but he wasn't
Yeah.
the first.
look, let's face it. British superheroes are like British food.
bland and uninteresting.
Yes.
We just lost our entire UK contingent with that.
Yeah, sorry guys.
all half of you.
It's good tea, but
It's not even good tea.
Dang. Not even good tea, he says.
pretty sure the
Dang.
spiffing Brit just rolled over in his grave, man.
Look, to be fair, they did get it from India. All right. Our next question. Another culture question for 10 normal points. When adjusted for inflation, what is the third highest grossing film of all time? Tim,
Avatar: The Way of Water.
it's not what I have, but I will
Jack.
double check. Jack.
Gale,
Sound of Music.
No. Gail.
Titanic.
No.
Hold on. Wait.
Search slowly, Rachel. We don't want to give Byron free points.
When
It's
true.
adjusted for
I-
inflation, I'm making sure I'm spelling everything right.
Adjusted for inflation, the third highest grossing film of all time. Did I say that right, Ryan?
Yep. Okay.
Wait, no.
Hold on. I have a correction to make. Someone was right. I believe it was Gail who said Titanic.
Me.
Gail did.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was all right. Gail gets the points. So up and up we go. Our next question. A science question for 10 bow points. What is the freezing point of Krypton?
Jack.
Rachel.
Tim,
Gale.
I heard Jack first with Rachel close behind,
Minus 251.2
which
what unit?
Yeah, well,
Fahrenheit. Sorry.
yes.
Yeah, I figured now after I see both of them, I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make sense, but I don't give the right unit.
that is correct. Those were 10 bow points. So
Byron.
I figured.
Is it weird that I immediately had this Superman thing in my head, and I was just like,
That's what I was thinking too,
That'd be
Tim.
the
I was
same.
like, the freezing of Krypton, is that an actual element or is he talking about the planet? Like,
yeah.
It's a bit subliminal here.
Nice.
That and I've kind of primed y'all because we've had Miracle Man, we've had the
Mm.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Let's see what you
things.
did there.
Yeah, there's a slight superhero theme.
it's a
in this
Marvel
question.
DC universe fight.
it's comics in general. I have no idea where Marvel Man is from. Marvel DC. so
Marvel, obviously,
Copy.
it's in the name.
Obviously.
well, no,
Miracle Man.
no, the original Captain Marvel is what we know as Shazam now, and that's DC. So,
It's true.
Yeah.
but you can't go by that. I mean, Marvel Man. I don't know.
So
Now-
Every time you say Shazam, all I think of is like that stupid Shaq movie.
that's
1997
that's
or something.
Kazam.
I know, but that's all I think of when you say it.
All right.
It's true.
Our next question. I'm actually kind of glad Byron's not here for this because we need a little more evenness here.
Oh,
Pick a partner, any partner. Tim.
What about Tim? Oh, sorry.
you gonna ban me from partnering with Gail?
no, I was
No,
going to pick
you-
Rachel anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Aw.
So it'll be Tim and Gail versus Rachel and Jack. We're gonna have a pointless debate. Tim, since you got to choose your partner, I'm gonna let the other team choose which of these they will get. The topic is invisibility versus flight.
Ooh.
So Rachel and Jack, invisibility or flight, which one do y'all want to defend?
It's up to you, Jack.
think flight would be more fun.
Oh, it definitely would be.
Okay.
But
you're invisible.
invisibility.
Yeah,
Huh?
but then you're always in. Is it like all time invisibility?
No,
Or
you
like-
can. It's just like flight. You're not all time flying.
Okay.
you can,
I like
you
flight.
you
Yeah,
can
me
activate
too.
it or deactivate it. When you okay. So we have Tim and Gail on pro invisibility, Jack and Rachel on pro flight. I'm going to set a stopwatch for 1 minute. Tim and Gail, since you guys didn't get to choose the topic, you guys will get to choose who goes first, which team goes first, and we will alternate back and forth between the teams until everyone's done. Everyone will have a minute. So Tim and Gail, would y'all rather go first, or would y'all rather finish up and end up last?
We'll go second.
Okay. All right. So Rachel, Jack, whichever one of you wants to open up. Say when.
You want to go first or second, Rachel?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right, go ahead.
All right, going for team flight. Rachel, go.
All right, so let's just talk about the money you would save on gas. You wouldn't have to like fill up your tank every single week. You could just fly wherever you wanted to go. You wouldn't have to worry about leaving home on time to get to work because you could just take off and fly. You wouldn't have to spend money on airline tickets. You could go anywhere you wanted to go. And I will turn it over to you, Jack.
Well, you
You
still
get the whole
have
minute.
yeah, you still
Oh.
have like many seconds.
And because team flight, it just sounds way cooler than team invisibility.
It really
Like-
does. I mean, can you imagine the things you could see while you're flying around? Like,
Time. All right. Tim, Gail, which of you is going first?
I can go first.
All
Sure.
right, Gail, start for invisibility.
All right. So while flight may seem cool, we've never actually dictated how fast you can fly. So it may just be the same speed as walking and not really that cool. It's more like kind of floating. But have you ever been in a situation where you have found your mortal enemy across the aisle at a store and you really just want to hide in a corner and not let them see you? Well, we have the solution for that. Invisibility. You don't have to worry about sneaking around the store anymore. You just, throw on your invisibility latch and then you can walk around as normal. Maybe freak out a couple people by having some ghost-like things throwing some groceries in the cart. But you can evade your enemies. You can spy on other folks. You can pretend like you are a super secret spy. You can sneak around and catch up on your puppies and and freak them out a little bit and just have a whole lot of fun. And
Time.
Harry Potter.
And
All
Harry
right.
Potter.
Harry
Okay.
Potter.
Just
It's
saying,
funny
they got
thing
a
is,
lot more utility out of that cloak than they ever did with the brooms.
I was gonna
True.
say, weirdly, like in a vacuum, that sounds so dumb, but I knew where she was going with that.
Yeah.
All right, Jack.
All right.
Wrap it
So
up for team flight now.
like Gail said, since we didn't actually decide how fast flight is, I'm assuming it's like Superman speed. So if I ran in or saw somebody at the grocery store I didn't want to see, I could literally fly out of the grocery store so fast they're never going to see me anyway. And you could literally do anything you want. You could go anywhere you want at whatever speed you want and be there. It's literally just as good as invisibility because nobody's ever going to see you because you're just flying faster than anyone can see. I mean, who hasn't dreamt of wanting to fly? Since we were kids, we jumped off of jungle gyms. You jumped on a trampoline. Hey, I'm flying. Now you can actually do it all the time. Like, how can you not choose that? Invisibility, okay. But Harry Potter's a dumb story anyway, and Superman's way cooler. So so I would just want to fly instead.
All right. Okay. The Harry Potter comment is not doing you any favors, Jack.
I know. Well,
But
I
the-
have
but
angry
su-
comments on the post now.
But the
Oh,
the
I am.
the Superman comment though, I'll take that under advisement. All right, Tim, whenever you're ready.
All right, so quick rebuttal. Superman and flying. So flying is one of those things that sounds amazing, right? Like we all dream of it. You fly with the birds, you see amazing things. Here's what people don't think about. When you're flying, you're either going slow enough to where you can actually have reflexes to do things like, dodge flocks of birds, or you're going fast enough where you don't have human reflexes that can actually accommodate flying at Mach 2. You're plowing through birds, you're getting bugs in your teeth, you're probably hitting random things. You don't have any of those issues with invisibility. With invisibility, you want to fly somewhere? Boom, turn on invisibility, walk onto a jet without paying any tickets, and just fly to Paris. Who's going to care? If you want to go explore new places, who cares about security guards or anything else? You just go invisible and go explore.
Done. Okay, the bugs in the teeth thing, pretty excellent rebuttal.
You'd be wearing a helmet if you were flying.
Yeah, but you didn't say that though.
I will also say for Team Invisibility, I love that Gail started her argument like it was an infomercial.
Yeah, it was so good.
Have you ever wanted to avoid someone in crowded shopping?
Sounded like the
Invisibility.
beginning- It sounded like the beginning of the slap chop infomercial.
Tired of those pesky neighbors spying in your windows?
Just go invisible.
But yes, the invisibility infomercial was pretty great. Look, I think between flying and invisibility, invisibility has an uphill battle on the simple fact that flying just sounds freaking fun. But wow, good job, guys. I'm gonna give it to invisibility.
Yeah, go us. Also,
Good job, babe.
Not safe for the little ones, but there is a dirty joke about the two things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard
Team
it.
Invisibility just sounds dumb though. Team Flight sounds
Yeah, Team Invisibility absolutely does sound dumb for sure. Well, it's like how like the Invisible Woman, like that's not a talent by itself that's good enough. So she has to have like 5 powers.
Yeah, I mean, like both of these are kind of predicated on the details, right? Like,
Yeah.
can you fly? Yeah, flying's great, but can you fly at over 100 miles an hour and keep your eyes open? Do you have shielding over it? If yes, great, flying's great. If you got good
I'm
reflexes.
assuming I got all of those powers with flying.
Me too.
Right,
Yeah,
but I mean,
but
that's the thing. Like, it's not
part
really
of the
stated
po-
one way or
But
another.
he did not
And same thing with
specify.
invisibility.
Yeah.
Like, you
That's-
read The Invisible Man, H.G. Wells talks about how miserable he is because he can't turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
And
turn it off? That makes it less miserable.
Mhm.
See, that's the fun about pointless debate is sometimes
was
the
it
topic
Jules
is
Verne?
broad enough to allow for people to give the least charitable possible take on what the other person has going for them, or to give the most generous idea for yourself. So like Jack immediately was like, I'm assuming it's like Superman.
Exactly. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be
So-
honest. Superman probably also got bugs in his teeth.
Yeah, but he's Superman, so they just all
And
bounce.
he still got Lois Lane anyway.
Well, he's moving so fast that the on the molecular level he just passes through the bug guts.
I mean,
He-
I think they do that with iterations of the Flash.
Yeah.
Like he just vibrates so quickly, he just
That was the
phases
only
things.
good. That was the only good scene of the original Justice League was when Flash is running and Superman's just like,
his eye is tracking him.
like you're not that fast, kid.
I can't believe how much better the Zack Snyder's Justice League was.
Oh,
Like, it's
so
so
much better.
it's criminal what they did to the theatrical release of that movie.
Yes.
What question are we on? I'm sorry. I'm like,
She's
well,
dying.
I'm sorry, Rachel. We'll speed this up because
Yep. Because of
we-
stuff.
we still have another episode's worth of content here, but nothing takes that long. Nothing else
Yep.
takes that long. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Next question, a history question for 10 normal points. The predecessor for the jet ski, the wet bike, was first seen by the public being used by what movie character?
Tim,
Tim, what do you got?
007 James Bond.
That is correct.
Is that right?
Huh.
That is
Yes, it is.
Huh.
I was
Hey.
waiting for him to say something wrong.
I know, and I was too. I was like, I got it.
I got
So-
it.
So yeah, they wanted for the movie they wanted him to use a boat, but they wanted like a cooler than normal boat. So they're like, what's like the motorcycle equivalent to a boat? And they're like, let's make the motorcycle
Let's just
equivalent.
build one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
love
that's-
it. Nice.
That's pretty neat. So that's a history of the jet ski. All right. Next question. Another science question for 10
Did I
normal
get points on that?
You did.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go
You
ahead.
did. Oh, my apologies. I'm gonna check to see if it updated on. Yeah, okay, good. All right. All right. Next question for 10 normal points. Between the Flash and Superman, who is faster? Tim.
Flash.
Yeah, I mean that's all he's got going for him.
Yeah.
So you better be faster.
I mean, it's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. On
Well,
that
I
note,
mean, they have things where he like time travels and stuff due to how
Yeah.
fast he is.
yeah. Well,
Well, that's because
look-
he reverses the rotation of the Earth. Like,
Well, look, the thing is, if you're gonna have a character whose whole thing is super speed, and there's somebody else who has like an entire gamut of super abilities, including super speed, you have to make the super speed guys better than normal.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's fair.
like Flash is just Superman with way less stuff.
That's fair.
he's Superman who can't fly.
Yeah. He's leg day Superman. All right. Our final question for this episode for 10 bow points. We are going to play the elimination game. All right. Hands up. No Google. We're going to go in order of what I see here. So it'll be Tim, myself playing as Byron, Rachel, Gail, and Jack. Tim, start us off with comic book characters with capes.
Superman.
Batman, Rachel,
Wonder Woman.
sometimes. Gail. And Gail has
Yeah.
Honestly, Gail, I went completely blank.
I'm like one of the Incredibles. All I can
That's
think
what
of the head
originally
nut.
came to my head. Yeah.
No capes. That's all I could hear in my head. No capes.
and then there's also a similar like no capes thing in Watchmen. It's not that then there's no
Oh,
capes.
yeah,
it's
that's
that
right.
the one guy in the very beginning is dead because his cape got caught in a revolving door.
Yeah.
Shazam. He has a cape.
Shazam does have a cape.
Shazam has a cape. A lot of DC characters actually. Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, they do. Almost all the DC characters have capes.
I mean, Flash doesn't, but that's because cape and running
That's
is not a
because
good idea.
he doesn't fly.
Thor has a cape.
Neither does Batman, and
Oh,
even he
good
gets a cape.
call.
Yeah.
Forgot Thor. Yep, he's
Thor
got
does have a
one.
cape. Vision.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm.
Captain Marvel.
yep, definitely didn't think of any of those.
Me neither.
Alright.
Me neither.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I need to turn off my video.
All right. Next category, we're gonna do fictional cities. Tim, go.
Am I just making up words? I'm sorry. What were you
No,
asking for?
like famous fictional cities.
Atlantis.
Gotham. Rachel.
I don't know.
Rachel's out. All right. Along these lines,
Metropolis.
Jack, start us off with Batman gadgets, tools, and vehicles.
Oh, tools and vehicles? The Batmobile.
Tim,
Batarang.
grappling hook. Jack,
Batwing.
It's
Tim?
smoke bombs.
Batarangs.
Yeah, I
Jack.
already
Tim already
that.
said that.
Oh shoot. Oh well. Rachel, let's turn our cameras off.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I'm having a
It's
brain fart.
okay. You'll be
That's all
okay.
right. All right.
that's fine.
Jack, or yeah, Jack would be next. Start us off with small dog breeds.
Chihuahua.
Shih Tzu.
Tim. Jack.
Shih Tzu.
Schnauzer.
Tim.
Miniature poodle.
Jack.
Min Pin.
And Tim's out.
Puppies.
Puppies.
My mind went blank.
He said
Name our
puppies.
puppy. Have a name.
Puppies.
Just like it
Puppies.
starts with an H. I
They're
can't think of
small
the breed.
dogs.
Like we have one.
That's one of those. That's one of those. You're not wrong, but at the same
He's
time,
like-
what?
I don't know. Puppies.
Yeah.
Name a dwarf. Sad.
Told me. All right. Look, with these small dogs out of the way, Jack, what is your target? I
Oh,
assume
Are
Byron.
they bow points?
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally Byron.
I think that would have happened regardless of whichever one of y'all won this.
Yeah.
So really same outcome. All right, small dogs aside, we are done with this episode. Thank you guys for being on tonight. Tim, Rachel, who's currently missing in action, Gail, and Jack. It's been great. I just ask that you like, subscribe, share, and tune in next week for the Raw Quiz Show. I'm going to leave you with this comment question to support anybody on this show. Not me, I'm dead. Byron would be the would be the guy you could support, and you could support him with this question. I call this, is this your card? I randomly drew a card. Any idea what that card is? Whatever, could be any card in a standard deck of cards. Guess what it is? Whoever is closest to it in order and suit will get the points for the combatant of their choice. So choose wisely. Thanks. Have a good night.
Later.